All right, we're going to try this again. Sorry about that. For some reason, there was some audio problems and had to correct it. So I could see here my microphone is actually working now, so you will be able to hear me. So my apologies for anybody that came on and did not have the ability to hear me. It was not you. It was YouTube. They always like to mess up with the channel. So people are saying they can hear me, so that's excellent. All right, so let's start this over again. Hello, everybody. My name is Chris, and this is my channel, We Love Comics. RJ Taylor, Horror Breakdown, Victor, Rudy, Tina, Unruly Simeon. Welcome to see you. Sorry about that. And we're going to start this over again because nobody heard what I said. So it is the 8th of April 2019, currently 3:34 p.m. Eastern Time, now 3:35. And I have an interesting situation of a box that came that I have no idea what it is. But I want to mention something first for those while I'm waiting for people to come in. I was supposed to make a video on Friday, then I canceled it, and was supposed to make it on Sunday, and then I canceled it. And I will make it. It was a video about the philosophy of comics. It was a another YouTube channel's contest video, and I said I'd do it. But I wanted to kind of explain the situation. So if you're not interested in this and you're not watching this live, you can always skip past it. It'll be a minute or two. But I've been under a little bit of stress lately because of the fact that about a month ago, my grandmother passed away. On Thursday, I got a message from my mother that one of my aunts had a heart attack, and she's on life support with basically 20% of her heart capacity, so we don't know what's going to happen with that. And then on Friday, I got a message that one of my uncles passed away. So I'm sure people can understand why I haven't been in the mood to talk about what inspired me about comics at that moment. So that's why I haven't made a video in a couple of days. So I just wanted to mention that for people who do care, and I know a lot of you do. So with that being said, and get that out of the way, because it's been an interesting couple of days kind of holding all this stuff in, because I didn't even tell people about my grandmother passing away or anything, because, you know, I want this to be more positive stuff. But when all those things happen, and then with the cat and situation about wanting to move and everything, it's been a lot for one person to kind of handle. So thank you for the understanding and patience and everything. So, interesting situation. One of the things I hate now about what eBay has done, they did a quote-unquote upgrade of their system. And one of the things I used to love is, even if a package was delivered on their old eBay system, you could still see the tracking number. But once a package is delivered, that tracking number disappears. And the only option you have is if you want to return something. So I get this box in the mail, and you can see it's a little damaged and everything. It's sent express, and look how much this cost this person to ship it. $57.20. So I'm like, all right, I have 2 comics on their way. I think it could be something, but I'm not sure, and I'll find out when I open it, because I could not find this. Now, the interesting part is, oh, and thank you. And if anybody ever does this, I want to always say thank you. RJ Taylor did a $9.99 super chat. If you ever do a super chat, it gives you the ability to say something, so please do. So if you have something that you want to state with that, please let me know. So I appreciate that. And he writes, sorry about your grandma, Chris. Yeah, it's been an interesting year so far. I lost one of my grandmothers, my aunt. Hopefully she'll get through it, but she's on life support right now. And my uncle passed away on Friday. So it's been a little bit tough. And plus with the whole situation with Luna and everything, it's been hard. But I want people to know that even when times are down, you know, you can get out of things. So I just wanted to mention that because I know some people care, some don't, and that is what it is. But thank you for that super chat, RJ. I appreciate that. And I am still selling my comics, by the way, so if anybody's interested, it's in the description all at the bottom. I'm going to make another video about that, where I actually, my massage and organic soap website, I now put those packages on the website, so you can actually click and purchase right there if you want to. There's a description, but anything, it's in there if you care. So, RJ, thank you for that. But I was looking at this big box, trying to figure out where this came from. And I found out through the tracking number that it came from Florida. So I'm looking at the one comic I was seeing that it could be. I'm like, all right, this doesn't make sense, because it was coming from Florida. So I'm like, all right, this is weird because that comic is only about a $40 comic, and as you saw, it had $57 to ship it. Now, that would make absolutely no sense for somebody to ship it wasn't graded, it was just a regular one comic that I ordered for $57 and put it in a box this huge. So I'm like, all right, that's weird, but it says it comes from a certain part of Florida, so maybe this is it. I don't know why they do it. And then I get another knock on the door today, because this came earlier in the morning. This package arrives, and it's also from the same place in Florida. Now, this one looks like it would contain just the regular comic. So I kind of know what this one is, and I think this is the one that it is, but I have no idea what's in this big box. So we're all going to learn this together. So I'll just open this one first, because this is the one that I thought this one was from. And it's just strange that the packages both came from the same town in Florida. Now, I'm not going to mention the town just in case, for whatever reason. I don't want to, cause any problems or anything. But it was quite interesting, because I'm like, why would somebody send Express a $40 comic that would cost them almost $60 and put it in a box where you could put like 100 comics in? Because this cost me $43.94. And I'll show this one first, and then I'll open that other one because I'm curious. I have an idea of what it could be, but I'm not really sure. Because again, with eBay's new update, because it seems like with YouTube, Google, or anybody, when they update, they make things worse. They don't make it more convenient. But eBay doesn't allow you now to see the tracking number once it's delivered. And this person did a bad job with this comic. They put it on a bendable cardboard, so this thing's bending all over the place. When people think cardboard, this is not protection. It's a protection against an ant, so if an ant goes across it, All right, so here's the comic that I thought this one was. This is the War of Realms, #1. This is the 1-in-100 Virgin variant by, I think it's Joe Quesada. So I picked that up, and I think I got a pretty good deal for it. I paid, it was $39 plus shipping, so it came out to $43.94. So this is the one that I thought it could have been in this big box, but made no sense until I got this, like I said, a knock on the door a little bit later. So this one, I have no idea what it is. I think what it might be. And thank you, everybody, for the kind words. I really appreciate that. It's been a stressful couple of days, and not having many people to talk to, it's sometimes makes it challenging. Because, one bad thing about working for yourself, you don't have coworkers and things like that. So getting stuff off my chest sometimes can be a little bit challenging. That's why sometimes I like doing the videos. All right, so let's find out what this is. All right, so it's a box within a box. And it's upside down. Thank God I held this, because I lifted it up that way. So it could have been booby-trapped. All right. And what do we have? We have another box. Does it come from Russia or something? All right, so there's a box within a box within a box. If this keeps going, this is going to be a very long video. All right. All right, yeah, so I think I know what this is, and I'll explain. All right, so there's another box. Now, we all do this. We all reuse people's boxes. All right, so I think I know what this is, and I'm going to explain the situation on this one. Okay, here we go. It looks like they added something else, so before I show this, let me see what's in here. So they sent something extra, which is good on their behalf. They sent me... Oh. Alright, this is interesting. This is a bonus. A 9.4 Daredevil number 196. But, interestingly enough, it has a double cover. So that's interesting. Let's see if there's anything about this. Nothing significant in this. But they threw it in for free, so that was nice. All right, so here's the scenario. Okay, so this is the book, and I paid $225 for this book. So it's Ghost Rider. It's Marvel Spotlight number 5. First appearance of the Ghost Rider. Graded at a CGC 4.0. It's not coming in clear. Off-white to white pages. So this is the origin and first appearance of Ghost Rider. So with this situation, I ordered this back on March 18th. To this day, there is no update on where it was coming. I messaged the person 10 times to ask where it was. Responded 0. I see the person had a recent rating after I bid mine, the same situation where they never got the comic and nobody responded. So the person, I guess, just sent it express, didn't bother to ever tell me that they sent it, no apology or anything, and added this extra comic. So, I mean, that's good and nice, but that was a horrible experience. Like I said, I had a item I bought for my molds for my soaps that I make. I make organic soaps and stuff. And I ordered that on March 31st from China, and that arrived before this. So this was a purchase that I made on March 18th. They never said they sent it. I messaged them literally 10 times. Nobody sent me any responses. Another person gave them a negative rating saying they didn't send them the comics. April Fools. Yeah, it might have been. They said they never got the comics and they didn't respond either. And then all of a sudden I see this in the mail. So I guess that's a good thing. So I paid $250. And Happy Primate says he'll give me $250 for it right now. So you wanna buy this for the same amount that I paid for it? Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Especially when me and my wife are trying to move. That's one of the reasons why I'm selling some of my comics. And to always reiterate, I'm not selling my entire collection. I'm only selling comics that I have like duplicates of. Because that's why I always tell people to get multiple comics. So if you ever have a situation where you want to do a trade to upgrade for a comic, or turn around and sell some for paying bills or moving or whatever, or just to get extra money, if you have multiples of books, you can turn around and sell them and still own them. I have like about 5 copies of this book. So I can easily turn around and sell this. But this is a $325 book. I paid, Probe says, just join. Can you say how much you paid? I paid with shipping and handling it's either $225 or $250. I'll have to look it up, but I think it's $250 for a 4.0 graded book. And Happy Primate says, damn, I had to try. I appreciate that, but that's one of the things about when you sell stuff, you try and sell it for higher than what you paid for it. Otherwise, you know, because technically I would lose money on that. But I appreciate that effort. Like they say, it doesn't hurt to try. So this was a scenario, and they threw in this book. Doesn't have any significance, but it does have a double cover. So that's interesting. So I guess they felt bad. But it's interesting because no apology, no return emails, no nothing. And then I get this express overnight. So, I mean, the ultimate goal is to get the book. And I'm happy that I finally got it. But that was a pretty horrible experience. But, you know, like they say, it doesn't matter what road you travel as long as you get to the destination. So, ultimately, I did get the book. That's all I care about. So, yeah. So, I did have a thing that I filed, so I'm going to do the right thing and cancel that. Because, you know, somebody doing the wrong thing would just say, well, you know what? It took this long, I won't say anything, and I'll end up getting the money and the comic. But that's basically stealing. So I'm going to go on eBay right now and cancel that claim, because I did ultimately get the book, but the person still deserves their rating. If they ever contact me, I might be willing to change the negative rating I gave them. So Gizmo says, are you going to leave a negative rating? I already did. Because once I saw another person had that happen, where they ordered from this person and they never got it and they never responded, I left a negative rating too after it got to the deadline, because it was supposed to be here no later than the 2nd of April. So I waited until after the 2nd of April before. But I sent literally, like I said, 10 messages that went unanswered. So I am going to cancel the file that I had, because it's not right to steal something. So I got the comic. I'm happy about that, so I'll cancel the thing. So I'm not going to get my money back, and that's fine. But I'm not going to change the rating, and the best they will do is, if they contacted me and apologized, I would be willing to change it from a negative to a neutral. Because this person doesn't deserve a positive rating for the fact that they didn't even apologize or even let me know. But again, I still got it. That's the ultimate thing. They threw in a free book. That's nice. And ultimately, like I said, it doesn't matter the way you get somewhere. It's the destination. So that's it. Yeah, so it's been a little bit interesting. So the person that I was supposed to do that video for, I apologize for not making it. I'll see in the next couple of days if I can get myself remotivated. Because, I mean, one of the things I always want to tell people, bad things happen. You're going to get knocked down. Sometimes it's harder to get up, but if you don't get up, you know, nothing good ever comes out of that. So with the death of my grandmother, with my aunt having the heart attack where we don't know if she's going to survive it or not, because she's on, like I said, she's on life support and she's got 20% of her heart that she can use. So, you know, any prayers would be definitely helpful. And the fact that the very next day on Friday, I get a message that one of my uncles died. It's grieving time. So you could be the most positive person in the world when a lot of stuff piles on. You know, forgive me if I get a little disappointed or unmotivated. So it'll take me a couple of days to get back on track. The good thing is I made a video with the 4 comics I sent to PGX already. So I might put that out tomorrow. So that one was already made. And I think I have another video that I made that I might put out. So it might seem I'm a little bit more positive in those. That's because I already made the videos before all this stuff hit. So that's it. I don't want to kind of like bother people with this stuff. Thank you for everybody being kind. I really appreciate it. Sometimes being on YouTube, you have to deal with some negative people with some negative things that they say. This trumps that forever. One of your kind words is worth more than 100 negative words. So anybody out there that's kind enough to say things like Tina just did, and all these other people, Ariel, Herbert, all these people, your words mean more than 100 of the haters. So never forget that. And you guys are the reason why I keep doing this and why I appreciate you so much. So today's surprise subscriber shout out, we're going to go down the list. We're going to go to Matt. We're going to go to Herbert. We're going to go to Ariel. We're going to go to Probe, RJ Taylor, Tina. We're going to go with Horror Breakdown, Gizmo, Happy Primate, Felix, Moon Knight, Matt, I think I already said, Dre Von Dune, Chris, Comic Lover Omega, Contender, Comics and Beer. When I used to drink, I would have thought that was a good name. Victor, Derek, Orchid, another Chris. Let's see, Gary, Derek, Hingle McCringleberry. You win the name of the year. I like that. I'm not sure if I said Felix, but just in case. RJ Taylor for the super chat. Unruly Simeon. John. Lee is here. Victor, broke because of comics. I think that's another Noah. John, Red Mick, Lee Smith. So everybody's getting a surprise subscriber shout out today, because that's what it's all about. So thank you for sticking with me, listening to this. I appreciate all the kind words. Anybody that could be kind enough to send prayers about my aunt, we're hoping that she could make it through. 20% is not great, but better than 0%. If anybody's looking to get any of my mystery packages, I'll make a video on it in another couple of days. But there's a new thing that I've done where I put it on my business website where I have my massage business and my I make and sell organic products. So I put all of the packages and even added another package. on that website, so you could buy it right there. So you can use your credit card, especially if you don't have PayPal or anything. The link and information is in this video and every video. It's all the way at the bottom in the description. So if anybody's interested in those, just let me know. I'll do my best to take care of you. And thank you very much for listening. I always appreciate you all. I hope you have a great day. And if I have any good news to report, I will absolutely do that for those of you because you care, and that's what I care about. Considering this is just comics, the love I get from some of you is absolutely amazing. So thank you for that. It does help. So if you want to give it a thumbs up, I always appreciate that. Sharing it's even better. And if you want to hit subscribe, if you think I earned your subscription, I would love to have you be a part of this channel. So hit the notification bell so this way you know when my videos upload. Leave your comments once this does process. And don't forget, it's not you, it's not I, it's We Love Comics. And definitely hug your child, hug your family, and tell them you love them because you never know. One day they might be gone. And considering I lost my father back in 2012, I've lost enough. So thanks for listening, guys. Have a great day.